Hey guys, welcome back. Today is day 5 of the writing vlog series thing. It's actually 1:40 in the morning. I don't have to talk about that though, but I just finished my first draft. As you will know from I made a TikTok about it, and I was crying and it was really emotional, but I just finished my first draft and I just wanted to talk about it and kind of give you guys some info about what my next steps are gonna look like. Sorry, I have hair. So, realistically, the first draft, getting through it, is usually when people quit or give up. It's really hard, and it's not something that is easy. It's not actually a book, so to speak. It's just you telling yourself the story. It's not supposed to be good or clean or perfectly written. It's not supposed to have all the details of whatever you want your book to be. It's just you getting down the bare bones and whatever you need to get onto the page. That makes sense in your mind. And again, it's just you telling yourself the story. You don't have to make it perfect, is basically what I'm saying, and that's what I try to tell a lot of people on here. I posted a video on here and someone asked me, what's your biggest advice for writing? And I said something like, just get it out there. You're the only one that can write your story. But I think if they meant in the actual finishing the book aspect, I would just say it's not publishable. Like, you can't publish your first draft. The most edits I've gone through is draft 5, but that was for my most recent book. My first draft, I only had 2 drafts. I'm sorry, I know, and that's why it sucks, but I only had 2 drafts, and I don't count the first draft of my thing. I have, if you look back on my TikToks, I have book 1 or whatever the title is, and then in parentheses I have the draft and then the number. I don't count my first draft, like me actually sitting down and writing the book. I don't count that as my first draft. I count that as getting the bare bones, which is what I'm telling you guys right now. But my first draft, my 0 draft is what I call it, is me just writing everything down that I need to get down, but most people call it the first draft, so that's why I'm calling it the first draft in this video. But you shouldn't edit your first draft. And I know a lot of people do that, and I know a lot of people don't want to hear that you're not supposed to do that because you're doing it already. I'll just fix this little thing, it's fine. But you're gonna change your mind a whole lot. You're gonna change your mind in the writing process, and you're gonna find a plot hole. You're gonna be like, oh my god, I have to go back and rewrite this entire thing, and it takes away from your creative flow, I guess. It takes away the path that you were on originally. And that's what editing is for, and it's not for you getting your story down. Does that make sense? Probably not. So I wanted to just talk now about my actual writing the first draft process. I had a word count goal of 3,000 words per chapter. I did not get to that goal, and that's perfectly okay. I'm still happy with the story so far and how it came out in the end. I think the max I got was 2,459, I think it was, something like that, and that's fine for me. So in my second video, I think day 2, I talked about all the setting and outlining and what the world that I wanted to write, and I mentioned that I wrote down a very detailed descriptive outline of every chapter in the book, and I followed that very strictly to make sure that I don't get off track and I don't alter from the original scene that I was trying to get to. I do skip scenes sometimes if I like actual plot points. If I just don't feel like writing it, I'm not gonna write it. I'll get to it eventually, but I don't move on to another chapter unless I've finished everything in that chapter. So if I'm really excited to write a plot point in the chapter I'm already writing, I'll just skip over whatever I don't want to write in that chapter. I don't actually go to a whole new chapter, because then I'm never going to get the chapters that I need to get done. So I do skip scenes and skip points in the chapter, but I never skip a chapter completely, because I know myself and I know I'm not going to get back to it. So my overall goal for the book was to get 80,000 words. I didn't get anywhere near 80,000 words. My final word count was 58,000. It wasn't 58,000 exactly, but I didn't get anywhere close to 80,000 words. But again, that's what the editing is for. I need to send it to my editor, and then I will get the feedback, and then I will edit it some more, and hopefully I will add some more words. Hopefully I don't take a whole lot of words out, but I did not reach my goal, and I am perfectly fine with that, because I'm so happy that the story came out the way it did, and I'm happy that I like the story 30,000 words less. Either way, that is the day 5, I think, of the writing vlog, and I hope you guys will stick around for part 6.